So hopefully, oh man, this is going to be a lot. So once when this gets moved over, where's my guy? Okay, there he is. Man, this is crazy. I like how it doesn't actually show me which download is, well, yeah, I guess that one is. Come on, Jeff. Fuck. I just want to be done with fucking transfer. It's fucking 12%. The other thing too is I don't let's see, I'll just set it in the background. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's yeah, I think it's transferring them. Let's see. So if we go here, then into here. I think they might very well just be copying over and not actually. Fuck. There has to be like an easier way to actually do it. I'm just
things?
like, yeah.
It's kind of straightforward. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of options. Unless there's one you don't need that you can, just shift delete on.
Let's see. Honestly, I probably could with some of these. Yeah, that one. Keep that. Probably get rid of that one.
What's Dave doing? I know he mentioned he wanted to play this sometime.
I am not sure. I haven't seen him today. Although I did only come out for a little bit, but I don't know if he's just studying or, you know, what be it.
Shoot him a text here in a second.
Did he send you his Steam thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because he is not with me. Alright, let's see. Let's check this real quick. 11.3 gigabytes. Let me just double check Steam wise that it's directing let's see here, pretties, oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason setting yep. Yeah. Change. Okay, cool. Yeah, this'll also, I think, solve the problem. Cause I'm redirecting everything to the terabyte drive, so that should actually free up a decent amount of space too.
Yeah. Thankfully, drives are cheap again.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I've had that shit for a while. I think originally it was intended for my Xbox. Back when I had the old one, because I was running out of space on that, and then it kind of turned into, you know, all right, well, you know, I only need like X amount of games.
Yeah.
And it's actually funny. Hold on, let me load up my Xbox real quick, because my ADD doesn't allow me to have, like, you know, like when you look at the games in the, you know, whole thing and it's like by a grid. I cannot allow myself to have one of the pieces missing. So I have 18 games perfectly aligned. So it's 3 rows. And so I have like, it's weird because I have like really big games, like, you know, MW2, Destiny 1 and 2, ESO, Skyrim, MCC. And then it's like fucking Among Us, Alien Hominid, Hydro Thunder, Time Splitters, and I have 10.3 gigabytes of space left.
Nice.
And so I've like perfectly mapped it. The nice thing too is with cloud gaming, makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because it's like, then I don't have to like sit and just wait. Speaking of which, Stranded Deep just got added to Game Pass.
What's that one?
Basically, think of like if Subnautica and Rust ish kind of like mixed together, because it's like survival game, but it's like you start out in. I don't even know. I think you have a raft, but you know, you basically try and make it to like an island, and then you know you kind of gather supplies and then just kind of go island to island. uh I'm not 100% sure if there's like a full quote unquote end game. um Holy shit, because like I remember when this game came out, because it says release date was 4/21/2020, and that was for the Xbox.
Yeah.
This, if hold on, let me look it up, because I literally I remember being in like fucking, oh man, I think it had to been like fourth or fifth grade, and this game coming out. Yeah, early release was January 23rd, 2015. Yeah, so this game has been out for a long ass time.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it's finally like updated, because I'm looking at the thing and there's just a fucking tentacle monster. Like, yeah. However, I don't know if you know the game called Raft.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, I think that shit would be fucking hilarious to play with Pa.
Yeah.
You have fucking gliders in Stranded Deep now.
Oh, really?
What the fuck? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, this game is like 100% different from how I remember it. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, there we go. An error occurred. Oh, fun. Yay, more shit that I gotta figure out. Alright. Local files. Oh, actually, hold on. I think the easiest way is just gonna be fucking uninstalling the game and then reinstalling it. Is apparently it fucking had an aneurysm when I wanted to swap the game files around, or swap it to the E drive.
Oh,
was
DayZ
like, no.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, but yeah, so before my computer crashed, what I was saying was I watched the Payday 3 Q&A kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's so excited about it.
Nice.
Like yeah. And I mean, obviously it was like, I think like a week or so after it got, or no, I think it was like a couple of days, because they dropped it on New Year's or New Year's Eve. They were like, you know, coming out 2023. And then I think it was on like the 5th or something. They did the Q&A, so it was a pretty quick turnaround. But I mean, obviously, with a game this early in development, or quote unquote development, because I know that they're definitely working on stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of, you know, we'll release that information when we know ourselves kind of thing.
Right.
Because it was like, you know, who are, you know, actually going to be in Payday 3, just kind of talking about all of that stuff. So it was a lot of like them repeating the same answers.
Yeah.
But it was more, I mean, personally, I got to learn more of the history of Payday 2 than Payday 3. Because he was, kind of talking about how whenever they were, creating Payday 2, it was this same sort of thing that, people were asking, the same questions of, which is like, is your progress in Payday 2 going to be transferred over to Payday 3? And, his answer was basically, if if they're fuck, how did he, because he worded it in a really good way. I cannot remember, but basically it was, no, unless the veteran players speak up and they want like a small like memento to be like, hey, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he was basically like, it's a good way to do, or to have like a clean slate when starting. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then obviously they're asking about if like the classic section is coming back in Payday 3, which a lot of people were like, you should probably add them. But he was basically, it's really funny because it's like, I think I would probably stand by this. I think Payday is like the game that listens to its players the most.
Yeah.
Like, they, one streamer says, hey, I think it would be really funny if we added a comically large spoon. Payday goes, hey, fuck it, why not? Or it's like, the community is like, literally, that's the reason Hoxton got reintroduced, is because you had Houston replacing him in the second one, and they weren't even going to acknowledge that the switch happened, but the community was like, hey, that's not the guy from the first game.
Right.
And so they literally created an entire storyline of getting him back. And same thing with like the classics. People wanted to see like the old heists from the first game come back into the second. And so it's just all of this stuff where it's like, holy shit, I didn't actually know that this was a thing. But it's like they've reached, because someone made a joke of, is Ryan Gosling gonna be in the be in the third one, and apparently when Drive came out, they actually reached out to that studio because they were gonna do a collaboration, and then just never heard anything back from them. And then when the Wick movies were coming out, they literally partnered with Lionsgate and Keanu Reeves to create the John Wick character within
Nice.
Payday 2. And it's just like, holy shit, like these guys have like a huge, like way more outreach than you think.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too, because they're literally just a Swedish company.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said something else, and I can't remember what it was. But it was basically like, even though their like company. I forget the name of it, but it's like they're an independent company, but they're like not their stocks, or maybe it is, but like something of their company can be bought or traded or whatever. But all of that basically, whatever he was saying that I sort of retained was basically, regardless of, you know, who wants to own us or whatever, they're still going to be an independent company,
Yeah.
but they're also going to still listen to the player.
Sure.
Which is like, I mean, obviously, like most most gaming companies say that and then
Right.
push back stuff forever, but it's like that's why I want to like nudge kind of, hey, we should play Payday 3, because it's like I know that it's gonna be nuts day one.
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know how much content they're gonna push in the beginning, but like it's gonna be fun as shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I think the game sounds cool. I just never it never draws me in. Like I don't really
Yeah.
love the gameplay of it, and it
Yeah.
ends up becoming hordes of bad guys, which
yeah, which is yeah, because that's the thing, because like whenever we played, it fucking sucked, because it was either hey, let's run this one bank mission that I have to get perfect RNG, when in reality I was just a low enough level to where I didn't have enough zip ties. Or it was, hey, let's do this loud mission that is fucking long as shit.
yeah.
But it's like, I legitimately, I want to run through. It's a classic mission because it's from Payday the Heist. But it's I think it's just called Diamond Job or something like that. It is like it's pretty difficult when you do it on higher levels, but I think we'll just do it on like hard or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's it's so much fun, because like it's probably like the epitome of like stealth heist, because you have like all of these guards and these cameras, and you have to like go around and like cut the electrical boxes, and the vault that you're trying to get to is on the ground floor, and it's like this almost comically large vault. And so it's like, you have to like enter in the keypad and all that stuff. And then it like opens up, and let's see, is there even, because I think there is a achievement for it, and it's like super rare. But it's like a crazy low percent that this red ruby will spawn.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll probably just actually have to look it up. Also, it's like 50% downloaded. It says 6 minutes remaining, but I don't think it'll take that long.
I'm actually gonna go grab
it's
a
already
snack real
down to
quick, 'cause I haven't had any food yet.
No worries.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Blood time. Okay, hold on. Payday 2. Diamond. Heist. Sapphire. Is it? Is it Diamond Heist? Yeah. Achievements. Here we go. Yeah, it's the red diamond. Diamond.